Hey everyone, we are in for the next group healing session. Very special session for the eclipse that will actually be tomorrow. And what a perfect time to get in this type of energy work as the energy is building. So, perfect opportune moment. All right. Yeah, really exciting to be a part of this. It's been a little bit of time since I've been online, just kind of staying in, keeping to myself while just sticking with meditation, introspection, and and that's the time for eclipses. Like, I don't really feel like you should be out doing a lot of extracurricular things during eclipse season, because all that chaos, all that tumultuous energy that everyone carries, it's all closer to the surface. And I get more and more of a sense of that every time I go out in public or be in larger groups. There's just a little bit more chaos hanging on the cusp of everyone's interactions. Everyone's a little bit more testy. Driving the car, there could be a little bit more close of a, situation or accidents. There's just always something that's right there on the cusp. And, you know, it's a good time to be inside. It's a good time to be inside during these time frames. That's also a really beautiful saint that goes by the name Amma, the hugging saint. And I'm pretty sure I read in her book that she said to stay inside during eclipses because it's a lot of yucky energy around, and everything's just a little bit more, you know, it's just, everyone's karma is coming out all at once. And so it's kind of a sticky situation. All right, but and that's why we're doing this. So this energy healing session is going to be exactly what we need to help clear off and release a lot of that weight that is purging through each other and through the collective simultaneously. And we can all see the shape of the world as it is right now. This has been a very powerful eclipse, and no one is above the chaos that's coming through the world right now. Meaning, like, everyone is going to have to deal with some form of darkness. If there's darkness in one aspect of humanity, it's in all aspects of humanity. So we all have a part to help clear and release this weight that we carry as a whole. And unfortunately, we go through these really dark, very dark periods of time. So, yeah, and I feel very strong today as well. I feel very strong. So this is going to be some good energy for me to sit down and really shine through uh, when I, conduct these sessions. And it's taking a lot of practice, more time than I'd care to admit, uh, on how difficult it's been to learn how to do this group healing process, because it's not just me sitting down and meditating. We're all meditating together. For a lot of you, like, how powerful this energy can be, but it takes so much balance to be able to hold the charge of spiritual energy that comes through. And so much of the challenge is when I open up the sessions and feel that spiritual energy start to grow. It's like you're learning how to, like, contain and hold, like, your max amount of weight all at once. So it's like going to the gym. You're standing under that squat bar with your max on it. You're like, all right, you got to hold there for the next hour. But even so, it's even more different. It's different though, because, when we do our own meditations, a lot of the times you're only meditating as strong as what you've learned to grow into, you know? But what's different about these group healing sessions is that when the Holy Spirit connects to me, they're accelerating my vibration. They're like stretching me out to, deeper and more intense, more in alignment vibrations that definitely test me. They test me every single time. And when I feel really strong and when I feel really good, I'm able to balance it really, really well. And the last session we did on I believe the 13th was the first eclipse, was really strong, really powerful. I kind of grade myself each time we do these sessions, and that was a good one. That was a really powerful one for me because it really is like a performance, like a practice each time I go under. And like some activities, you can't really practice it. It's like professional athlete. As soon as the game starts, that's as good as you are. You can't just go practice and stop the game. It's like you have to keep going. You have to um, get over the adversity that may be presented at that time. And that goes, it's a lot of lessons in life about that as well. How well do we deal with adversity? How well do we deal with the challenges that are presented in that exact moment? But if you are on, feel free to say hello, say how you're doing. And there's actually something I wanted to share with people. I actually had it in the background. I don't think you can see it here. Actually, I'll just grab it. I had two things. I don't know. I think I had this fixed before last session. I'm not quite sure. But I had my mala restrung. It's out of commission for the last year. But I got my Babaji mala back in order. Super, super happy about this. I felt so naked without this mala. And for those of you who don't know, this is a mala that Babaji blessed back in the early 80s. That was taken back to the States. I was able to connect with an ashram and received it in auction. So super, super happy to have this back. And then actually got one other thing too I'll share. This right here, you don't even know. This is one of Babaji's shawls. You can see how old it is too. It's pretty cool. Look at that tag. Pretty nice. You won't find that anywhere. But same thing. I won this in a fundraiser for the ashram, and this was a really cool thing because apparently there was some luggage that Babaji owned that was like stashed away in his ashram in India that they just forgot about, I guess. And and then when this lady was at that ashram in India, Babaji's ashram in India, where they opened up the old luggage, and they found all these old artifacts from the 70s and 80s that Babaji owned. And this was one of them. This was his shawl. It's super, super soft, but it kind of smells like incense a little bit. You can smell that it's kind of vintage. We'll say a vintage smell. But this thing right here is probably like one of my greatest possessions ever. It's like if you had Yogananda's piece of his clothing, or I wouldn't say I mean no disrespect to Yogananda. He's a incredible saint, but more like even Jesus, or can you imagine having something of Jesus's? That's how valuable this piece of clothing is. Pretty sweet. So anywho, if you've been going through some difficulties, or what have been some of the challenges that people have been going through, feel free to share if you want. If it's been going difficult, if it's going easy for you, if you know a lot of people going through it, because I know a lot of people that I've been seeing going through some really difficult times the last 2 weeks. Yeah, we had our poor kitty passed away during this eclipse, just out of the blue. That was very shocking. Of course, during an eclipse, it's like playing these things. Another thing that's been going on is I've been working on uh, my meditation series. I did them live the last couple rounds and they went really well. So I have been in the process of recording them and kind of jazzing them up a bit to be more specific and to the point. So really excited about launching that soon. I'm in the process of getting everything organized for at least the meditation series 1, which is super important. And there is a comment. We'll see. I'll put this on screen. This Eclipse season has been a very difficult. Old programming coming up, feeling a lot of anxious energy, and felt like a ring of fire in my solar plexus. Intense energy shifts and purging. Most definitely. Me as well. It's been one thing I did the last eclipse on the 13th was I was actually meditating during the eclipse, and I felt the shift of like right when the sun was like in alignment where it's getting blocked out, and I felt it lighten, but I also felt the static in the shadow that was attached, like all that light. We're all going through a storm, the proverbial storm that gets kicked up during these eclipses. Everyone's going through it, but underneath that storm is the paradise, is the clear, beautiful nature that's sun shining, birds are chirping. It's right underneath the surface. So if you keep up with your shadow work, not just during eclipses, but like every single day you're working towards it, uh, the eclipses won't be as challenging. And I could see that because during this last session, I would get these beautiful glimpses of reality and the feeling behind the eclipse. So I was like, oh my gosh, it feels just beautiful transformational energy where you can feel the new version, the new aspect of yourself that's going to be emerging and carrying you through the next, duration of time. And I felt that weeks, maybe a month before the first eclipse, but then you start to get, that backed up chaos storm feeling where your old psyche and your old wounds and shadows start popping up in different perspectives and different viewpoints, and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to put more attention to this part of myself, or to reharmonize this part. And then you get the classic, woe is me, it's getting really hard around here. But underneath all that struggle, underneath all that adversity, is beauty. I'll share one last thing because we're getting ready to start here. We got about 3 minutes to start. So I think most people are pretty knowledgeable about what we're doing here. And that is, we're getting ready to receive this energy and receive this connection. I'll be going under and connecting everyone to some very, very powerful, very beautiful energy. So as this is an eclipse, what do you need help releasing? What do you need help in your life? One thing I always focus on when dealing with any type of meditation or receiving energy work is be specific about what it is you want help with and changed in your life. If you have struggle and adversity coming up in your system right now, what specifically about that do you want help with? Do you need help with harmonizing, or just releasing, or with integrating, or with what version of yourself do you want to emerge from this darkness? So be specific with God, be specific with the universe. Don't hesitate to ask. And if it's, something that's not in your highest alignment, you will be guided to shift your intention or perspective over time. But for the moment, yeah, form that intention. As soon as we begin the session, which will be in about a minute, form that intention. Ask, and you shall receive. All right, so I'm going to take my seat. We got about 1 minute. I'm going to play this sound bath and allow this sound bath to help you relax, help you tune in to your tune into your to just to relax more. Okay, we're about ready here. How's it going, Jack? Nice to see you. Greetings from Arizona. And Shirley, I know you're in the West Coast. Greetings on the West Coast. Okay, we're good to go here. So I'm gonna take my seat, and you'll feel that energy. See if you can feel that moment where that energy begins to connect to you. Close your eyes, relax. All you need to do is intend to receive, and I will do the rest. That connection will connect right to you seamlessly. We are back. Make sure to drink extra water, stay grounded. If you need to continue resting, being in your space, definitely take your time before you get back to your normal chores and obligations. Extra care is also recommended to do an Epsom salt bath or shower. If you don't have a bath, you can always get the Epsom salt and just kind of scrub. Really powerful way to help kind of clear any residual energies that kind of come off us. And also, for when we come back from high density areas. But definitely thank you. Hopefully this eclipse, which is going to be tomorrow, hopefully we will see a change in the energy. There's always a noticeable shift on like the direction of how we kind of evolve. So just be cognizant in the next few days and see what emerges, what part of yourself comes forward more to make use of the catalyst that we have every day. What growth, what changes do we need to make? Pay attention to the insights, intuitions that are constantly poking at you. Because remember, this is a free will dimension, meaning even your higher power, even your intuition, it won't tell you what to do. You have to make the conscious choice to go a different path, to put a different foot forward, to change your perspective. So remember that when you move forward, is that this is a free will dimension and you have to make that choice. All right, so other than that, our next session coming up is going to be, let me check real quick. Mount Shasta. So this is the root chakra of the planet. So some nice grounding energy will be the featured energy coming up for the next session. So that's always a good one to do. Then we have after that Mount Kailash, the crown energy of the planet. So a really nice month ahead of us moving forward. Other than that, I will be around. I'm going to be producing my course, and I hope to have that done as soon as possible because I think it's a really good course. Meditation is key. It's how I've learned so much about energy healing, about consciousness, about ascension, about growth, about literally everything. Meditation needs to be something that is a skill that you need to know. You need to know how to sit down, where to place your focus. So I'm going to make a really easy course to follow to show you how that transformation occurs. All right, thanks, Cindy. Comment over here. Wonderful grounding, connected type of energy. Thank you. There we go. Thank you all for sharing your energy. Thank you for sharing your presence and your connection. I look forward to seeing how the energy evolves in the next coming weeks and months. Also, I'll be doing energy sessions leading up to the month coming here. So if you want to schedule a private one-on-one remote session, please reach out. I'll be doing them these weeks to come, and get your spot while you can. So if you need any more that private connection, that a little bit more care for your field, if there's something more particular that you need help working on, this is the time to reach out to me and we can make that improvement. So everyone, I'll let you go. Have a nice evening. Do some extra grounding, drink some extra water, and we will meet again soon. Thank you.